Hello, we're back again. I hope you all had a great week off. I know I did. I enjoyed working in the garden. So, we're going to make lunch again today. This time we're going to make what I would consider to be one of the children's favourite lunches, and that's pizza. We're going to make it from scratch. We're going to make our base, and then we're going to put our toppings on it. Before we get started, just a wee quick reminder. It's important that we look after the oven, that we use the oven properly. You're going to be using perhaps a grater to do the cheese and the ingredients. All those instructions today are going to be at the very end of the video, including a wee reminder about the importance of washing your hands and about how to do it. Please do take note of them, have a wee read at them, and stay safe. So the base that I'm going to make isn't your ordinary pizza base. It's going to be a wee bit different. In Ireland we would call it scone bread. It's a scone bread base. In Canada, I don't know why you call it a biscuits, but it's a biscuit base in Canada, just in case you're interested. And it's very, very basic, very, very simple thing to make. And it like everything I do, it tastes good. And that's what we want. We want something that tastes good. So here we go. Have we got our hands washed? That's us set then. So, as you've seen in the recipe, we're starting off with 2 cupfuls of flour. And I'm going to put them into this bowl. I'll lift the bowl up in a second, you'll be able to see. So 2 full cupfuls. Remember how it is that we use the flat knife. Remember how it is that we work this out? You have a flat knife and it just goes across, and that gives you the exact amount that you need. So 2 of those. The recipe that I have says a teaspoonful of salt. Well, I never put that much salt in anything, so it's just a good pinch of salt. I think that's all that you ever need. And our other dry ingredient is we're back to our baking powder again. This is the stuff that makes the bread rise. So for this, we actually need 3 teaspoonfuls. That is 1 teaspoonful. So 3 of those. And again, I wanted 1, 2, 3 of those. And an ordinary scone mix, I'd be adding sugar at this point as well. But because we want this to be savoury, I'm not going to add sugar to it. We're just going to mix up all the dry ingredients. They're all in the big bowl. So we just mix them up with a spoon, make certain that they're in there. You can see this takes absolutely no time at all to make. That's your dry ingredients. I'm not putting in shortening or butter or anything like that. I'm just going to use some oil, and I'm back to my old favourite buttermilk. I'm just going to add those other 2 ingredients. I'm just going to measure them now, and then we'll put them into this. It is 1/3 of a cup of oil, and this is my 3rd cup. So I think I just have enough. That was close enough. So 1/3 of a cup of oil, and adds that 1/3 of a cup of oil is 2/3 of a cup of milk or buttermilk. That means I need 2 of these full up, because that is 1/3. So 2/3 is 2 of these, and that will make up my 2/3 of a cup. One, 2. Now, if I find that the mixture isn't moist enough, I can add some more to it. Or if it's too moist, I can add another wee drop of flour to it. All that we're going to do now is to add this to this and mix it up. I always like to make a wee well in the mixture. It reminds me of my granny. That's what she always talked about, a wee well, and that you put the fluid into the wee well. Just like this. I'm only going to put in so much at a time. And then you gradually put the flour into your well. And you can see it starts to bind up quite quickly. I'll put in the rest of the mixture. This is where your hands start to come in handy, and the other reason why your hands need to be clean, because when you're baking or when you're doing anything like this, there's a lot of work where you may forget about the spoon and get stuck in with these two boys. So using my hands, I've sort of brought it all together, as you can see. This will make a couple of pizzas, and it really depends upon how thick or how thin you want the pizza to be. But I'm going to divide this in two, and I'm going to show you. As you can see, I've put a wee drop of flour down here. That's so that my dough, which I have here, doesn't stick to my unit. Makes it harder to clean. So with my hands, I'm just going to bring this out and tear around. I like the thicker base. I suppose that's one of the reasons that I like this one. But you can buy the ready-made pizza bases, and it means you just decorate them or put on them whatever it is that you would like. Now I have a baking tray, and I simply lift this, put it onto my tray. That's not a bad one for a round shirt, it's not. The choice is now nearly up to you, but every pizza will start off with a wee tomato base. So just use a spoon, just swirl it around a bit. And it's quite a good economic meal to make as well. That means it's a good price. Doesn't cost a lot, but some of that again depends upon what you want on it. The next basic ingredient to any pizza is cheese. They will suggest in any recipes just use mozzarella cheese, but really it doesn't make any difference what type of cheese you use. I bought the ready grated stuff, so it means that I don't have to grate it. But any form of cheese at all. Now if you have the hard cheese and you need to grate it, you need to get an adult or somebody to show you how to do it so you don't cut your fingers off, which is the last thing that we would want to happen, for you to hurt yourself. So that's cheese on it. Now my son would just like his pizza like that, and he would be very happy with that without anything else at all. A lot of people like pepperoni on it, so this one here I'm going to put some pepperoni on it. I'm going to give it a wee mouth too. The pepper. So I'm going to make it into a wee face. So that's that for that part. And if I put, that's the cheeks, that's the mouth. I'm going to put the eyes up here. And I have got peppers that I'm going to put on for the eyes. I hope they stay on for me while it cooks and while it bakes. So, can you see the formation of a wee face there? I'm going to finish off by doing the other one, and I'm putting it in the oven. I'm going to bring it out and let you see it then. They're cooked now. I'll let you see them. My hairstyle, I think maybe I need a hairdresser. What do you think? And my guy here, I think he needs a barber. I went on after making these two. While I was waiting for them to cook, it only takes about 10 minutes in the oven. And I made another set of dough and I added cheese to it. And I made myself some lovely cheese scones for my supper tonight. Or cheese biscuits as you call them. And I also made another smaller pizza. And I just added the cheese to the dough as well as on top of it when I was finished. Pizza's a great wee meal because you can choose whatever topping or whatever it is that you want to put on it. And there's no wrong. Some people put chicken, bacon, lots of different things. It doesn't make any difference. It's whatever you like yourself. So I'd like you to go ahead, make your own pizza. It doesn't have to be the base. It can be a bought base. Add whatever ingredients to it that you would like. And take a photograph of it before you start eating it. And send in the photograph to the school. We're going to try from here on to collect photographs of some of the work and the cookery that you boys and girls have done. Because I know that you're just great at it. Till next week. Goodbye.